Welcome to Prep Time PD with Carl Kint. This is going to cover Gmail tips. I'm going to help you make yourself into a power user of school email. 8 topics we'll cover are going to be display mode, search, send and archive, stars, button, labels, snoozing, scheduling, undoing, and filters. My suggestion is that at each slide you listen, watch, but have your email up during this entire process so you can try out things as you see how they're done. First thing we'll look at is the display mode. If you click the gear in Gmail, you'll have a choice of display density. You can make lots of emails compacted into one space or space it out. Play with these. Some days you might want things compacted. You might want to switch this off and on. Just click the gear and change the density. Searching email is more powerful than ever. Not only when you search your email are you searching your emails, it's also going to be searching your Google Drive for the search terms that you put in. So those times you're looking for something and you can't remember, did I get that in email? Did that come through Google Drive? Was it shared with me? Go to your email, search for some key terms you know are in the thing you're looking for, and it will tell you if it's in email or if it's in Google Drive all in one place up in the search bar in Gmail. Sending and archiving saves you so much time. How often do you create a thread where you're responding to someone back and forth and you know you've dealt with it, you're done with it for now, and then you keep seeing that email and you keep forgetting to archive it or you leave it in your inbox? I know many people have hundreds of emails in their inbox just because they haven't archived them. When you're done with an email and you want it out of your way but save for later, you can actually enable a send and archive button. So when you send your reply to someone's email and you're done with that issue for now, it will archive it. So it won't be in your inbox anymore. It won't be in your way. If someone replies to your email, it will come back to your inbox. It doesn't send it away. And so if you look at the steps here, you can see you're actually going to the gear, to settings, and in that settings general tab, you'll see a send and archive where you can show this button, and it will save you so much time in, I'm done with this, I'm moving forward, I've done my part, the ball is in their court. It gets that email out of your inbox so it doesn't clutter up your inbox. Stars are probably underused. You can organize things visually by labeling things. I typically use the green star for things that have to do with purchases or money, because green to me is money, of course. Exclamation marks that are red, that star means to me this is the most urgent thing I need to deal with right away. And again, you can use these however you choose. They signify whatever you want, but they can be very powerful in helping you sort and manage that flood of email that you're probably getting. So if you go to, again, the gear, the settings, you'll see a stars section, and you can modify and change the stars to your liking. Button labels. It drives me crazy to see those pictures on the top bar of Gmail. I don't know what half of them mean. The trash can looks different. Nothing looks like I think it should. And so I change my icons into text. I'm a very textual person. I like visuals too, but oftentimes when you're looking for the archive button or the reply button or whatever button, it's hard to interpret for me. You can go to the gears, settings, general tab, and you'll see a button labels, and you can switch that over to text. Snoozing email has saved me so much worry and trouble. I can't say it enough. This is probably my favorite feature I've seen in Gmail in the last 10 years. You check the box next to or open an email, and then you can click a snooze button at the top and pick the exact time you want that email to come back to your inbox. Oftentimes you reply to an email, you're done with the conversation for now, but next week on Tuesday or someday in the future, you're going to need to be reminded of this. But you don't want it to sit in your inbox for a week, just sitting there, and you keep rereading it, and remembering, oh yeah, I need to do that Tuesday. Why not snooze it? If you snooze it with the snooze button, it will come back to your inbox. It will hide it and then show it at the time you choose. It will save you an immense amount of time if you have a lot of emails that you need to keep an eye on. Scheduling. Yes, you can actually schedule an email to be sent. How important is that in our day and age when you don't want to forget to send that email, but if you send it now, they'll forget about it. Oftentimes, I want to remind people about something that we need to do something on Tuesday. I want to send that email now, but it's Friday and they're going to forget by Tuesday. And so I can actually schedule an email to be sent, get it all ready to go, have it packaged up, completely formatted, and then have it sent on its own without me having to do anything else except schedule it. And then that email will get sent at the time you appoint. Again, that's a little arrow next to the send button that will let you schedule the send of any emails. You can undo email, sort of. So let's say you sent an email and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I forgot to add one more thing. I didn't do the attachment, or I really regret the wording of that. Why did I send that? That might happen sometimes. How can you get that email back? Well, you technically can't, but this feature in the gear, again, gear settings, in the undo send section of your Gmail settings, you can up the cancellation period of being able to undo an email that you've just clicked send on up to 30 seconds out. In other words, you write an email, you send it, you regret it 5 seconds later, you click the undo button, and you have, again, the time period you decide. You pick this, you choose this. The maximum, I think, is 30 seconds. That's where mine is set. So then you can undo that send of that email. What it really does is it doesn't send the email. It just sits on that email for 30 seconds if you set it for 30. And then when that 30 seconds elapses, then it sends the email. So technically, it's not unsending it or undoing it. It's just waiting for you to click the undo button. And if you don't, then it goes ahead and sends that email. It's a great feature to have. You might use it once in 100 days, but how much value would that be just to have that available? So I advise you actually make use of that in settings. Make sure you turn on the cancellation period and put it to a time you choose. Filters, filters, filters. You can filter your email. My favorite way to filter things is I put things from our principals. I label them automatically so that I know when my principals are talking to me, I'm aware that this is coming from our admin team. When I get things from Rob Heifel, I get things from certain people. I like them labeled already so I can see clearly who they're from. So I'm alerted. I can use color in those labels to alert me. Red, obviously, yellow, very bright colors. I like applying those labels automatically. And to do this, you can actually pick any email in your inbox. Choose any email. Let's say you get one from somebody you want to be labeled. Go to one of those emails from that person, check the box next to the email, and then click the More menu. In the More menu, you'll see filter messages like these, and that will let you create a filter with this search by clicking that link, as you can see on the screen. Then you can say, I would like it to be starred. I want to apply a label that I've created. You can have it automatically deleted. I wouldn't advise doing that. But you can have different things applied to an email automatically without you doing anything. And then very important, if you want past emails from that person to be labeled also, make sure you click the box next to also apply filter to matching conversations. Click create filter, and it will label those past emails and future emails as they come in from those people as they come in to your inbox. Well, that's it. I hope at least one of these tips helps makes your teaching easier, more manageable, and more efficient.